When you say like we do end-to-end brand, like what does it entail?
So depending on the needs, we have a known and trusted methodology we created. It's very creative name. It's Totem methodology altogether. It's a methodology based on 4 T's. So basically what we do is start with questions, because 99% of companies know the answer to what do you do. They know the answer to how do you do it. They know the answer of when do you do it or where do you do it. But it gets tricky when you ask them why you do it. And even more complicated when you ask someone,
how are you going to get compensated?
No, who you are. Who your brand is. So most of the brands can answer, we do this, we do it like this, we do it for this, etc. The why, hard to answer. And the who you are, almost none know the proper answer. So if you don't start
with the who,
with knowing who you are, how are you going to build the brand? A brand is associated with identity, personality, purpose, values, value proposition, promise, talent, leadership, impact. It's not about product or experiences or services only. That's the how. It's not the who, right? So we help companies, if they are being born, to establish
the brand,
who they are. And then, of course, the name, the visual brand, and the sensory brand, because the brand is not only what you see, but mainly what you feel. So how do you listen to the brand? How do you smell the brand? How do you touch the brand? How do you taste the brand? And also, there is a 6th sense today, that is the technology. So how does the brand include technology? And nowadays, many companies are calling us to say, how do we integrate AI into technology? And we say, look, AI and branding are a mirror of who you are.
Is it?
It is.
Because what I find like the character of a brand, what they say and what they do is very different.
Yes, absolutely.
So
not all of them. Most of them, but not all of them.
Yeah.
So consistency matters a lot.
Yeah. And also like there's also a problem with how do you communicate externally versus internally.
That's another big problem.
Yeah. And how you communicate like vertically in the company too, like top to bottom, bottom to up. Yeah, I think there are so many conflicts that I inherently see within a brand. And I come from large brands. I used to work for Coke. I worked for PepsiCo. I worked for Walt Disney Company, Walmart, and then American Eagle Outfitters. All very different.
Yes.
Very different.
Yes.
And the one that every one of those, I liked one attribute of the brand that made them very special.
Yes.
They had 4 other things that they had on their sort of their value statement that like never was aligned to who they are.
Yes.
Like there was always a drift in their character, so to say.
What you're saying is absolutely true. That's what's happening in the big majority of organizations.
Yes. Yeah.
So part of our job as brand experts or branding experts is to identify those pain points. If there is no consistency, there is a pain. If you are saying something internally and something externally, there is a pain. If C-level is hearing to a music and the team is hearing to another music, there is a pain. But it's very hard, even though we are on the 21st century, for most of the leaders to find the space and the humbleness to admit this.
Yeah. Do they want to even admit that is a question?
Look, many CEOs are working for a bonus.
Yeah.
So the main goal for them is to get as much revenue and as much profit as possible, not as much engagement or as much commitment, or as better relations, or as an improved culture. So that's a pain. Because the CEO knows that he's going to be there 3, 4, 5 years, and then he's gone. And he gets his his millions. But he's like Attila. You know Attila? When he's gone, there's nothing left behind.
Yeah.
So good leaders, admired leaders, they work for results, but not at any cost. They need to be clear on how they live the culture. The values are not a list of words on a wall.
Yeah.
They are solving dilemmas. They're answering questions. And they are making an impact. Today, the Gen Z people, they don't want to go to work only for a salary. They're looking for purpose. They are looking for meaning. And if leaders do not understand this, they're not going to get young people abroad. Some will say, I don't need them now, I have AI. Oh, good luck with that. There is a very good example. 80% of brand leaders, they say that 80% of their customers receive an excellent service. And when you go to their clients or customers and you ask how many of them are receiving an excellent service, the answer is less than 10. It's around 8%. So you have a gap
Of perception was
from 8 to 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the perception problem is for them.
Yeah.
Because the client, let's say, is not always right, but most of the times is right. And the perception of the client is the reality of the brand.
Yeah, exactly.
And if 8% are saying we don't receive, 8% say we're receiving an extra, that means 82% are not receiving it.
Yeah.